Welcome to TE Pedagogy Power Ups by Things Education, where you get quick tips or cheat codes to power up your education game.
Today we will discuss how to achieve the highest level of understanding and build a culture of curiosity in our classrooms. To be able to achieve these goals, the method that is most effective is through inquiry-based approach. Inquiry-based approach lets students to ask questions. It allows students to answer the question and discover answers on their own. It also helps them to think independently and encourages the curiosity and meaningful understanding. So today we will focus on two main ideas. First, how to build curiosity in the classroom, and second, how to scaffold such that there is deep understanding in the classroom. Let's begin with how to build a culture of curiosity in the classroom. The first step is make students active learner. Instead of giving them answers, let them discover answer on their own. Guide them and help them to find answers on their own. Encourage them to do experiments, encourage them to research to find their answers. Secondly, normalize not knowing. Create a safe space where students feel comfortable and safe to not know something. Let them admit that they don't know something. Let them ask questions and learn from their mistakes. While the curiosity is being nurtured in the classroom, it is also required to have a scaffolding of instruction where students develop deep understanding. What is scaffolding? It is a structural support that teacher provides to their students till they are able to think independently and discover answers on their own. What are the key steps to build this scaffolding and how can we do it in our classrooms? The first step is connect the new information and concept with what they already know. Linking what they already know with the new information provide them a support and connect ideas in their mind. For example, while teaching circulatory system, connect circulatory system with respiratory system, a system that they have already learned about. Ask them how heart and lungs are related to each other. The second step is build key vocabulary. Introduce and reinforce essential vocabulary words that are related to the topic and are important. This helps students to already have the language that they need to discuss and understand the concept in deeper way. For example, in the circulatory system lesson, students need to be aware of words like lungs, heart, blood vessels, blood, body, etc. to be able to actually discuss and understand the flow of circulatory system. The third step is ask guiding questions. Provide prompts, ask questions that allow student to think critically and make connections. For example, if I want my students to relate respiratory system with circulatory system, I would ask them questions such as, what do you think happens to breathing when we run? What do you think it happens to heart rate when we run? Why whenever breathing rate goes up, heart rate also goes up? And when breathing rate goes down, heart rate also goes down. The fourth step is break the problem into smaller pieces. It is important to break the complex concepts into smaller manageable parts so that students can grasp a deeper understanding of smaller pieces first before they put them all together. For example, if I want my students to understand the flow of blood in circulatory system, I will break it down into smaller parts, such as first they will understand how blood goes from heart to lungs, why it goes to lungs, what happens there in lungs, then how blood goes from lungs to heart, then how blood goes from heart to rest of the body and back to the heart. The fifth step is put all the pieces together. Once students have understanding and they have a grasp of individual pieces, help them synthesize the new information by putting all the pieces together. For example, in the circulatory system lesson, we can use a flow chart and ask students to explain how blood flows throughout the circulatory system. So this will help them show their understanding and learning in a better way. These steps of cultivating a culture of curiosity in our classrooms and having a scaffold of instruction where students can develop deep understanding helps students to become charge of their own learning in a more effective manner.
Thanks for tuning into TE Pedagogy Power Ups. Don't forget to show your support by liking our videos and hitting that subscribe button.